And with that, people, hello! This is Ittarra Oda, bringing you a Let's Play of my favorite game ever, Legend of Legaia for PlayStation 1. Now, I know you guys probably have absolutely no idea what this game is. It's just an RPG that got overshadowed by, you know, pretty much the flood that was Final Fantasy VII and a few other things. God created the heavens, the earth, and the seas. After creating all things in the universe, God created humans to rule over this world. Yet, while possessing the wisdom of God, humans were physically weaker than the wild beasts, and impulsive in spirit. Many times did the humans come close to dying out forever. Concerned about the humans' future, God gave them a mighty force, with to aid them. Now, the premise of this game? Yeah, I'll explain it once this is over. It was the Seru. Seru, whichever you wish to call them. I call them Seru because I don't know why. Seto, maybe? Since the dawn of human memory, known as history, humans lived together with creatures known as Seru. The Seru lived together with humans, always obeying them and making the humans many times stronger than before. Now you can see these guys flying around. They're actually a part of the story. That's a Seru as well. So, it's kind of interesting that everything's intertwined. That big thing is a Seru. When not worn by a human, a Seru looks much like a stone figure. However, dun dun dun. Of course, because, you know, humans being humans, we always have a problem with these things. Can't have power without it abusing. Upon touching a human, a Seru changes form and gives that human secret abilities. With a Seru, a human can lift objects heavier than itself and even fly in the air at will. Because, you know, fuck airlines. Screw airlines and screw trains. Screw them all. We don't need no resources, we just need a mystical creature. However, that era came to an end. Appearing from out of nowhere, the mist covered the land, bringing to an end prosperous symbiosis between humans and Seru. Now, every time I see the movie The Mist, it makes me think of this game. After the thick mist came, the Seru who once obeyed humans rebelled against them. Because, of course, you put anything down, or have anything type of oppression, guess what? It's gonna rebel, because, you know, spirit, thought process. The Seru began attacking humans at Holy shit, that sped up! I'm looking at my recording, making sure that it stays good, and then that line of dialogue just kinda went crazy. As if forsaken by God, human civilization collapsed. It was the twilight of humanity. Those who escaped the mist inhabited the desolate areas and protected each other. Now their faint hope is their only source of inspiration. Now, this will be my very first Let's Play of any type of RPG, so I'm gonna be testing the waters on how long to make these videos, just in of itself, because of the simple fact that I do not know what would be too much, what would be too long, you know, that kind of thing. So I hope you guys will let me know just exactly how it is, so I know how long to actually make it. I'm thinking about doing it in checkpoints to where, you know, there will be a cutscene, cut it there, or right before something major happens. Now this is your character, the silent protagonist. His original name is Vaughn, but because, you know, reasons, we are going to name him after myself, because I'm just that type of badass. And also, fire is fire. Because, you know, why not, right? Now, the premise of your character being, you know, silent protagonist and, you know, so on and so forth, is, well, you have the most balance of stats. You're not too fast, you're not too slow, you're not too, you know, you can do everything. He's the Plato. This is how RPGs were. And also, the reason why this RPG is my favorite of all time is for one reason and one reason only, and that's the battle system. And I'll show you that in a second. The mysterious Genesis tree is a soothing place. You always liked this tree. Tomorrow you will become a hunter, an adult. Were you preparing for a successful hunt? I could say no and be an asshole and hope that everybody dies while they're out there, but that wouldn't help the village. So I'm gonna say yes. That is good. Then I too will pray for your success. Ittarra, I thought I could come here to cheer you up, but I guess that wasn't necessary. You will be a fine hunter. I'm counting on you from the bottom of my heart. Ho, 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 ho. Oh god, that hurts me. I'm still really under the weather, so me doing these voices isn't exactly good. Okay, so what we're first gonna do, we're gonna go to the options here. Take it to walk, take it to run. I don't have any vibrations in this controller, because this is a backwards compatible PS3. I found one, yay! Healing leaves. Alright, we're good. Oh. Oh, really? I can't use the analog? Oh, that's poopy. And then, you know, because back in this day and age, the love interest was always introduced within the first 2 minutes of gameplay. I'm not doing a female voice. It's about the 100 gloves. Let's do something wrong. So, can I measure one more time? No! Well, I'm sure. Yeah, oh. I could be a real asshole right here, but you know what? Ah, fuck it, who cares? You always gotta give the bitches what they want, even if it's the D. Now, this is basically your base of operations, as, you know, it would be. This is your hometown, so everything else is just, you know, it's gonna be easy going from here on out. You go in this cave, and this is the save spot of this game. I hope I have a memory card stacked in here. Please tell me I do. Oh, damn! Okay, I gotta make room. Alright, here we go. I'll just save it on here, and in case there's something else that I need to show you guys, I'm gonna make a separate save over something else. That first one was me taking my brother Arcana through this game. And he was shocked that this game fell under the radar. Sobbing silence. Sobbing silence. Of course I saw you crying. I could hear it from outside the door. That's not a good business strategy. Yeah, I promised to shop at your store because, well, I'm kind of tied here to do so. And I forgot to change... Where is it? Battle camera, sound, DualShock... Oh, okay. Whoops. I got used to the sequel of this game, which should not be called a sequel. It should just be called Dungeon Crawler. Alright. I'm gonna head up here. And inside here, you got a whole bunch of old people that'll tell you the history about the mist, as well as a whole bunch of other things. But the main thing you want to do is get this magically from the cupboard. The cupboard. Watch out for the mist. Yes, sir! Now, you won't be able to get anything. You won't be able to get any other items. You have to go into your... This is your house, where you can rest for free if need be. But what we're going to do here is we are going to jump down here. Whee! From dusk to dawn, the wind pushes back the mist. Today, though, the wind behaves strangely. I hope this is not a bad sign. Uh-oh. Ominous is ominous. Now, I want to say this is called Byron, but I've seen it pronounced Byron and so much other. This is not Final Fantasy, so I'm going to pronounce it Byron, because there's no Yankee. Do you want to do something today? Practice. And now I get a free healing leaf. I gotta come at him, bro. Alright. Now, as you can clearly tell, it's a turn-based strategy, so, you know, it's simple. Turn-based strategy. However, this is where it gets interesting. This is what the battle system looks like. You can input different characteristics. There's specific defenses. You got high and low defenses. Now, this is the interesting thing is. This game rewards you for trying out new techniques. Now, I do have a strategy guide, of course, but, you know, I'm gonna just do this solely for memory up until a certain part, and then I'm just gonna actually look for the certain arts that are in this game. Now, this is... Oh, spirit? Oh, sorry. Now, when you spirit, as you can see, the bar gets massively larger. But what ends up happening is, not only does that happen, but you can actually block, goes up, as well as your defense. You take half damage. Now, he teaches you an actual art, which is somersault, the basics of the basics. Of course, he just did 56 damage to me, you know, because I can't block. But this is how you actually do more damage in this game. It's not a matter of just simply leveling up and, you know, your armor is going to take you through. or whatever weapons you buy, and so on and so forth. That doesn't happen. You actually have to work every single time to get through. You have to work through every single thing and try out different combinations. Otherwise, you're not going to do any damage. Because there are certain arts that do 2 hits, 3 hits, 6 hits. Yes, 6 hits. So it's just one of those things where this game rewards you for trying, but punishes you if you actually just skate through. Ooh, excuse me. Byron is a god of strength and love. Outside Grimelm is at the temple devoted to Byron. There are many warrior monks devoted to Byron, practice night and day. They renounce the world's dependence on Seru and work to polish their fighting skills. Many Byron warrior monks also travel the globe to spread the noble teachings of Byron. When visiting Grimelm, I was trapped here by the mist, but I am still faithful to Byron. I feel it is my destiny to teach the young the teachings and fighting skills of Byron. What else is it that you want? Tell me the secrets to fighting. There's no shortcut to success. Constant training is the only way. However, I shall teach you a little secret. Use your spirit effectively. You will be able to attack and thus you will be unable to attack and thus be attacked. But your defensive force rises while you are accumulating spirit. That's not all. In your next turn, you will be able to inflict more attacks. That is a good strategy when fighting a formidable opponent. Well, what else is that what you want? And you can't, practice with them twice. So, that's why this game is such highly rated with me, is just solely because of that battle system. It could be an active battle system, and so on and so forth, but you can, all you do is just, you hit attack, and then it just does the base attack. You hit magic, it does the base magic. This one, you have to work to do your damage, and I love that aspect. It's not just cut in stone. The difficulty in this game is not because the bosses are atrociously strong. Not atrociously strong. The first couple are pretty, straightforward. But if you want to have difficulty in this game, don't try and do different art combinations. Don't try and do different combinations. And this is your little sister and the husband. Or ex-husband, really. This is your father, pretty much. And May, the green-haired girl, her father is out doing the hunt. It reminds us of the hunt! God damn it, Fairly Odd Parents. What is it? May, are you in love with my brother? And... done! 15 minutes in? Done. Now, when we actually get access to magic and everything else, I'll explain something, another interesting thing about that. I knew it! You've gotten bigger since the last time I measured you. You're almost as big as my father, maybe bigger. God damn, how short is your dad? Like, what? Did he get stuck halfway through actually being grown up and everything else, or what? Alright, now while we're in here, you can grab your healing leaf from your own cupboard. You just robbed your own house. How do you feel about that? I'm sorry, Ittarra, but my hands are full. I'll listen to what you have to say later. Yes. Really? Well, I didn't hear anything. Well, that's because you're a little kid. You don't understand how grown-ups work. Okay, we're done. And once you actually train with Tetsu and do that whole thing, this little cutscene happens. And oh, look at that frame. That's like 8 frames right there, which is astounding for PlayStation. My father is back. Everybody's like all happy and everything because the hunters returned without injury. Did you catch anything? We caught a dead person. They were robbing. Now, you're about to see what's, like, now there's somber music, which is actually, it's actually kind of depressing. They captured it really well. Now, as you can see, one of the hunters actually ran off. The mist came earlier than usual. Juno was attacked by the Seru monsters. And here we are. there wasn't anything we could do. Now, apparently the hunter, like, you know, everybody in Realm knows that, these two are entwined, pretty much. Now, her mom, like, this is never explained, but, her mother was actually killed by Seru monsters when they were trying to actually get to Realm. She was a little child, and Juno brought her here, pretty much. Now, Val is, as you can see, he's crippled. He has a cane. But that'll be explained later on in the story. I hate the mist. I love the mist. You know why I love the mist? Because there's always fighting to be had. No, I'm just kidding. This is all tragic. Very tragic. I apologize. I'm such an asshole. And as you can clearly tell, these antibiotics I'm on right now, they kind of have me acting a little bit bloopy. Also, Nene. Enter Hideyoshi. Nene, I want you to go and take... Was it? I forgot that line. She's calmed down considerably. Yeah, that's because the shock hit her. Now, you can either say you can leave it to the elderly, or you can say that you want to stay with her. Either way, you're screwed. So, I'm just gonna freaking hopefully get an item at the end of the game. And, of course, she's the only one that doesn't have anything. Yet a fierce look remains on his face. That means he fought to the very bitter end. Don't worry about May, we'll take care of her. You go home. We will take care of... Night is almost upon us. Basically, the reason why nighttime is such a big deal is the wind changes direction. So the mist will blow at the wall itself. But the thing about it is they want everybody in their homes just in case a Seru or something actually gets through. Now, these two have an unhappy marriage, like no other. She hates him, he is crippled and can't hunt, and she... What is it? And she hates the fact that, you know, he is pretty much useless. This is supposed to be your rival, but I don't know what happened, maybe limitations, but... If I could go, I would make mincemeat out of those monsters. Yeah, I'm sure, buddy. Now, because he's that rival, but he's also the person that wants to go after your love interest. So, he's gonna be a total prick to you, no matter what it is you do, even if you save his life. Do you want to rest? Yes. Good, rest well then. Yes, sir? Ooh. I don't want to wake up, you can't make me, I'm sleeping, go away. Can't you hear that sound? Dara, wake up. But if you notice really closely, he actually had full use of his legs there, and just walked normally. And also, there's 3 people here, and yet I was sleeping on the bed. Where does Nene sleep? Does she sleep on the floor, on the table? Where does Val sleep? I think it's coming from beyond the... Would you go take a look for me? Yes. That's a good sign, but hurry back here at the first sign of danger. Yes, sir. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. I'm hunting Seru. And Nene is scared, understandably so, because listen to how loud this is. Yeah. That's what's happening outside. Frightening sound, I hope nothing bad. Last line for humankind, because they can't traverse the mist without being possessed. Genesis tree. What's in here? Let's go check in and see where May is, because there was no green hair there. Alright, yep, you're worried about her. Thank you so much. The wall is bending terribly. Why does everyone look... I swear, Rimmelm is a village full of cowards. This is the end, it's all over, everybody's gonna die. He fucking snapped. Of course, you can't put on a brave face for kids. What's down here? I've actually never been down here. Let's see if we can go down here. What's going on with you? In all the years of owning this, when sorrow breaks my heart or when I overcome by worry or fear, I come to this place. Somehow soothes my spirit. Well, that was surprisingly dark. I was not expecting that. Good, you sense presence outside the wall. This wall, over 10 years ago, hopefully it will stay standing forever. Ah, quite impressive. Look how many puny humans survive. Pitiful creatures, you humans. Living in fear of the mist, you scream at the sight of a Seru's shadow. Pathetic humans. Now, if you're wondering who this guy is, this is the first major boss you will face in this game, pretty much. And this is what it looks like when a human is possessed by a Seru, pretty much. Or willingly is given by Seru. You are but insects. The time has come to abandon your foolish resistance. I am Zeto. Zeto? Zeto? I'm calling him Zeto. I have come to bring the salvation of the mist to you miserable creatures. And Tetsu, having enough of his mouth, decides to jump and gets deflected like a punk bitch. Humans, now is the time to accept. Accept the mist! And the very first CGI cutscene of this game happens. Hi there! You're looking pretty today. Now, just so you guys realize, that is an actual Seru. the mist! Oh no, the accursed mist has entered the realm. And notice the Genesis tree glowing like a freaking flashlight. It looks like a lighthouse. Like, come to me. Seru, destroy that old eyesore of a tree. Bark, bark, bark. I peck you. Save yourselves by accepting the serenity of the mist without resistance. Now that is Zeto talking, by the way, as you can clearly tell. And us being the brave hero, we run over and try to rescue said villager. Now, as you can tell, he had an element next to his name. That'll come in handy later. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna spirit. And I'm gonna... Ooh, I'm glad I spirited. Now, it says that it would only do 14 damage. If I didn't spirit, it would do about 60 to 70. Yeah, it's that big of a difference. Okay, I think I got this right. Sweet, new arts. Bang, bang! Now, as you can see, there's 2 hits. Alright, 6 damage, I'll take it. Now, what is it? I know quite a bit about these arts, but, you know, I can't memorize everything. But when we start crossing to the actual bridges where, you know, we start gaining more slots, because when you're leveling up, your bar, this bar right here, for your arts and stuff like that, it starts growing naturally larger. You know, showing, hey, you grew up. But, however, the growth numbers for it are all random generated. It's not like by the time you get to level 6, you're going to be able to do 6 slots or something like that. No, it's not like that. Oh shit, what was the other one? Oh right, there we go. Oh no, he blocked it. That's the problem with this AI. Oh, okay, it went through anyway. When you're fighting these AIs, when they block one, like the precursor to your actual art, what's going to end up happening is there's a good chance they're actually going to block that art. Okay, everybody. Well, this is going to be the end of the first part. Now, as traditional with RPGs, when it comes down to it, you know, the first parts are always very slow. But when we come back, I'm going to actually be a higher level because when you're doing this, this is actually a grind spot. Yeah, they gave you a grind spot this early. You can actually fight every single, you know, one of these. If you talk to these Seru, they'll attack you. But also, if you run over here, back to your house, and talk to your little sister, she gives you a complete HP and MP restore. Now, when we come back, we're going to end up actually facing... You're going to see my level a lot higher, but you won't miss anything storyline-wise. Take care, everyone, and be safe. I hope you'll stick around for the next part. Later, everyone. This is Ittarra, signing off.